I'm intrigued by the special education program.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
I'm gratified by your interest in my charity. You're the first who has offered to help.
A provision dealing with the paupers of Whitechapel. Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
Ah, my dear comrades, Lord Collins and Lord Harrington. If it wasn't for this godforsaken English malady, I'd be with those rapscallions right now.
All in due time, my lord.
I've never heard of this man. I've never heard of this man. John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster. Last year, 3 orphans were put through medical college. Thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education program, a great many poor people will have a second chance in life. I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help.
I'm gratified by your interest in my charity. You're the first who has offered to help.
Lord Marsh even helps hospitals.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
It appears that Lord Marsh spent a great deal of his money on aiding the poor. I've never seen so many provisions for the poor, and certainly not in a lord's house. It's closed. Bag. It's shut tight. A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful. Brave Toby, the best nose in the British...
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
Mr. Holmes, do you have any news about my father?
Tom, not so fast. I wanted to ask you if you remember your father mentioning anything about a special education program.
An education program? No, he only talked about a special job.
What's this box, Tom?
Oh yeah, I just found it, Mr. Holmes. It was ever so well hidden. I've no idea why.
Well done, my boy. It could prove very helpful. This oil can also be used on weapons. Wolfjack. Looks like a military badge. A ramrod to clean a rifle. Tom, does your father own a rifle?
A rifle? No. If he had, he would have shown it me.
I'm sure that he wouldn't have shown it you. I need to find this rifle.
Well, I can see the preparations for... Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst's disappearance. Just some old things.
So that's why you came to see me.
A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hurst was providing...
Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them. My mother, sir. She died when I was very young. My father told me what she was like, but that's all I have.
I'm sorry, Tom. My mother left me when I was very young too. This scrap of cloth was used to oil a firearm. Tom, does your father have any other property?
No. Well, at least I don't think so.
I have to take Toby. He'll take a sniff of the oil, and we'll find that rifle. Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup. A clever concoction for somebody with a Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks. A collection of worn-out... A ramrod to clean a rifle. This oil can also be used on...
The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it.
Old clothes, soiled and worn. Come on, Toby. It's time for you to earn your keep. Watson?
I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health. I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health.
I have better things to do than roam the streets of London with Toby.
Search, Toby, search.
It's only a garden shed. Let's go on. What's in there? Nothing that could interest me. People use this cellar for storage. Pile of rubbish. Just some old things. Old things. Tom's photograph. Let's try to get inside. There's no space for this lockpick. News clippings on Lords in the education program. Why are they here? Let's compare this list with the evidence that we found earlier. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. According to this poster, John Strobridge is missing. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. According to this poster, John Strobridge is missing. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents. This man appears in both documents. All the people in Marsh's document are marked and dated in George Hurst's files. This case must have been full of cartridges. There was something on the stand. There was a rifle here. George Hurst took it with him. A map of Epping Forest. There was something on the stand.
Holmes, what are you doing here? What are you planning?
A mission of my own. You must play the role of the conscientious doctor while I sneak inside Marsh's house. That's the only way of helping little Tom.